This is Jack Stanley, and I wanted to talk about retinal detachment. Now, I have talked about retinal detachment because I've gone through it, and I've done a number of videos here going through the process from the beginnings of saying, holy cow, I'm losing my sight, to going through many operations, treatments, etc., over the course of about a year and a half. And then I made a video talking about life after the surgery. Now, the interesting thing is that I was told at the time that I have to be very careful about watching my left eye, since my right eye got a tear in the retina. It could very well happen to the left. And I have examinations quite often. And here in Chicago, I just had an examination, a very thorough examination. And they discovered in my left retina 3 holes. Now, this may amount to nothing, but it's still 3 holes. And it could have formed, it could have been there, we're not sure. But the whole thing is where those holes are at the very bottom of the retina, which is a very difficult situation if it does turn into a detachment. Because you have to kind of hang your head upside down because you got to get the gas bubble in the right area. So it's a very unpleasant situation. So the thing is that I'm going to go in for tests, and what is suggested and probably will happen with me is they'll do surgery on my left eye, and they will put on what's called a belt. And it's a surgical piece that's put on to kind of hold the retina in place. So we don't have a detachment and we don't have to go through the problem. But since I have 3 small holes in my retina right now, it seems to be a prudent action. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now between teeth and eyes and many other things. But these things need to be taken care of. These things need to be looked at. And as I have told everyone, dealing with your eyes, always, if you see anything or find anything that doesn't quite fit the narrative, definitely get it checked. And I'm very glad I did. And I hope that you would do the same if you notice anything. And I've said this constantly. Eyes are far too precious. And if you see anything, check it out. I did. I found out. And so I will give updates on when they do this series of tests. I think it's the 29th of August. And we find out what's happening with the eye. And then we'll probably set up for surgery. So, those are my updates. With retinal detachment, I want to nip this in the bud before it turns into a detachment. That's the important thing. I learned a lot of lessons from my right eye, and I'm not letting the left eye have the same free reign that the right had. So that's about it. Thank you very much.